Breaking news on the legendary Gaussian Channel. Bitcoin has just officially fallen into quicksand. The devastating quicksand that has ruined the hopes and dreams of many. Let's take a look at what happened last time Bitcoin fell into quicksand. We have to go to 2022 when we fell into quicksand right here, and then we spent 539 days trapped in quicksand until we finally recovered and started the next bull run. How about the time before that? 2018, when we were right here and we fell into quicksand, and it took us 364 days of bloodbath stuck in quicksand until we actually recovered and started the next bull run. How about the time before that? 2014. We were right here in the charts. We dipped our toes into quicksand. It pulled us down. It was devastating. We couldn't recover. We went into a bloodbath. We were souped up in the quicksand for 490 days. It took us to recover from said quicksand until we started the next bull run. So what is about to happen for Bitcoin? What is about to happen next? We're going to dig in the charts, and I'm about to lay it down, because there's one little way that this could flip on its head. There's one little way that could trick the world. There's one little way that Bitcoin could avoid devastation, and I want to cover what is the latest and greatest chance of exactly that happening. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm Steve. I show you facts in the charts. No paid ads, no paid sponsorships, just straight facts that really help you. Subscribe. Trade like a tourist or go with the pros. The FFA is where the real ones go. Link in description. So here we are. We're on the Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we're on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, what we have is the Gaussian channel right in front of us. You can go to your indicators, you can type in Gaussian channel, and it will come up exactly like this. Throw it on the 7-day chart, and the Gaussian channel is simple. There are two colors, green and red. Now, what you look at for the Gaussian channel is how price interacts above and below. It's not too often we go into the Gaussian channel, and once you go into the Gaussian channel for the first time, that's what we refer to as quicksand. Case in point, take a look at the chart. This whole bull run we've had, we've never dipped our toe into the quicksand. Now, what does that mean? That means as soon as we finally get out of the Gaussian channel, we start our bull run and we finally start holding this as support. We never dipped our toe into quicksand. That's happened every single time. Keep in mind, we just dipped our toe into quicksand right here. As soon as you have an actual candle of a body closing as resistance to this top level, that is quicksand in a nutshell. Let me show you a couple other examples, and then I want to talk to you about the Gaussian channel and these three lines and everything you need to know about them. But let's first hone in on the quicksand entry. Let's look at 2022. 2022, it was the glory days. We did not dip our toe into quicksand until here in January 2022. So literally 4 years ago to the day, we dipped our toe into quicksand here, and it was just an absolute bloodbath after that. Time before that, 2018, you can see when we dipped our toe into quicksand. Prior to that, we never dipped our toe into quicksand. And as soon as you dip your toe into the Gaussian channel, it tells you that the bull run that we had before getting into the quicksand is over. Tilt your phone to the side and subscribe. We've never dipped our toe into quicksand when we didn't just have a top in the market. I just want to be clear, 2022, we did not dip our toe into quicksand until we had our market cycle top. 2018, we did not dip our toe into quicksand until we already had our market cycle top. In 2014, we did not dip our toe into quicksand until we already had our market cycle top. I want to paint a clear picture. Now I want to talk about these three levels. With both of the colors of green and red, we have three simple lines, and those are acting as support and resistance. This line in the middle is called our median line, and we have our top line and we have our bottom line. And on the way down into Quicksand, you'll often see us try to hold this median line as support. And on our way up, we will hold it as resistance and then support. So this median line is very, very important for the moves of crypto. Sometimes that median line will throw price back upwards like it did here in the fake out of 2019. We held support at this median line because we were crashing down. Keep in mind, when we crash down, we typically try to hold that median line as support, and we saw a rebound from that and a subsequent plummet. This was a complete fake out. This was one of the biggest fake outs in just TA with the chart right here. That's something to study. I want to get to that in a little bit. What I want to draw your attention to is right now, we are not holding the median line as support. We're holding the median line as resistance. Let's be very clear about that. So when you want to look at examples, you can say, okay, back here in 2022, we dipped our toe into Quicksand and then we quickly held the median line as resistance. Does that sound familiar? That's exactly the move we're in now, to the T. So what about the time before that, 2018? Well, as soon as we dipped our toe into Quicksand, we held for a little bit, but then we started holding this median line as resistance. And once we did that, that was all she wrote. When you look at the time before that, it's the same. 2014, we held this median line as support, dipped our toe into Quicksand, and as soon as we started holding this median line as resistance, there was no recovery. By the way, we focus on the facts and the charts, and I keep you level-headed. No BS, no agenda, no paid promotion. That's why you just subscribed. The only time we've ever been in a bull run and entered the bottom part of this Gaussian channel with Quicksand in the middle of a bull run and somehow recovered, there's one example and one example only. It was the Anomaly. It was the once in a lifetime. It was the needle in the haystack. It was, hey, this is completely throwing a curveball into the market. It was the COVID crash. Keep in mind, we were in red. We came out of the Quicksand. We recovered after 364 days. Price started going to the moon. Everybody was very excited. We plummeted in price right down to the median line. We had a rebound. It was a failed rally. That was our telltale sign. That failed rally was our telltale sign that things were about to get a lot worse. And we went from 10,000 to 3. Watch out for a failed rally. If we do see a rebound from here, what we do want to watch out for is the median line. Median line is going to be rising up towards 98,000, maybe just hovering around 100,000, right? That's our median line. The top line is going to be roughly at 110 and rising. So when you look at it, Bitcoin would need to make this recovery of holding this top line as support. If Bitcoin were to recover and start to hold this top line as support, it would be very likely we reach a fresh new all-time high, but it's going to be really dependent on our prior video, this red circle here, this moving average above our head, and the whole 9 that we have covered. Trade like a tourist or go with the pros. The FFA is where the real ones go. Link in description. But what we're looking at here is a clear indication to the market that something doesn't look right and something doesn't smell right. Each time we have dipped our toe into Quicksand, we have had some sort of a rebound from that period. But it turned into, every single time, a failed rally, except for after the COVID crash. So what you want to watch for is one thing and one thing only. This rally that we're in the midst of, is it going to be a failed rally? That's the one thing and one thing only to watch. Trade like a tourist or go with the pros. The FFA is where the real ones go. Link in description.